Hello Internet, this is the second part of my Regulation I Gravity series. I hope you enjoyed part 1. I used the premiere feature on YouTube for the first time, so it was nice to see some people actually watching it live. I watched it back live as well, just to see how many people would be there. And, I know I've been inactive for so many years, but, 3 years. And even before that I was recording videos very infrequently, very on and off. It's really nice to see anyone making comments, leaving comments, and putting things in the chat there. So thank you everyone who did come by and watch it live. But I'm just going to jump back in and try and climb up some more. Yes, let's go back in with this team. And maybe at some point in this video I will have some time to tell you about what has been going on, because like I kept saying in the first video, lots of things have changed in the last 3 years. But well, here we go, we're straight into a proper battle. So no more faffing around like in the first video. We've actually got some games now. So Calyrex, if it gets going, can be a problem. Zamazenta with its wide guard can be an issue as well. So we have got ways around them. But which way do we want to go? So I think I want to be leading Lunala here. But the question is, do I want to be going Sableye or do I want to be going Sandy Shocks? And if I go Sandy Shocks, maybe I don't want to be leading Lunala. The Chen Pao could be a little bit of an issue as well. My team is a little bit weak to Chen Pao, isn't it? So aside from maybe the Iron Valiant. So you know what? I'm going to go with Groudon and Sandy Shocks to lead with. So I'm not going to lead with Lunala. And then I am going to go with Lunala in the back and Iron Valiant in the back. Let's go with these. So yeah, a very threatening looking team. But we've got ways around it. We just need to find them. So one big change over the last 3 years is I've got a brand new computer. Mainly I bought it because updates for Windows 10 are ending. So and my old computer, the processor wasn't on Microsoft's fancy list of processors that it would have. So I bought a new computer. I forgot to move over my YouTube folder as well though, so all my old thumbnail images and all that kind of stuff I have no longer got, so that's why the thumbnail was very basic for that first video, and thumbnails will probably continue to be quite basic as well. So are they just going to fake out, or are they going to go on the offensive? Because both these Pokemon obviously are weak to grass. Lunala would be nice to Terra Dark for that Calyrex potentially in the back as well, so we have got a little bit of a conundrum here. I could just double protect. It's a boring move, but unless they... Okay, well, we've baited out a Terra. Is it Terra Dragon on the thingy? It is actually Terra Dragon on the thingy. So unless they've got Iron Defense, they can't really take advantage of this double protect. I am wasting a turn of Sun, but Sun isn't, all that important, to be honest. Okay, so there's the fake out into the Groudon, and it's just a body press into the Groudon. Okay, so I could have just protected the Groudon. Now I was thinking just protecting the Groudon because Sandy Shocks has got the covert cloak, but I didn't want them to just double into the Sandy Shocks. So now I can see that they don't like Groudon, basically. I'm going to Heat Crush. Do I want to Terra, though? Because a double with Grassy Glide and Body Press could get us. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to. I'm just going to Heat Crush there, and I'm just going to Earth Power. Because I don't think they're going to target the Sandy Shocks so they can get gravity up later on in the future. If they do target Sandy Shocks, it's not the end of the world, but things could be better. We have got Icy Wind on Iron Valiant. I'm just thinking about the Calyrex in the back. Okay. Getting damage into the Zamazenta is quite important, since they have terrored it. Yeah, okay. Ooh, critical hit. That's not great. We haven't shown Electro Web, but... Nah, I was thinking if they put Calyrex in here, they might wide guard just because they can Precipice Blades, but they're faster, so they would think they can just knock us out with a Body Press, wouldn't they? So, if it is Calyrex, which it may be for a Grimnay boost, I can Electro Web on them and then... Oh, it's Chen Pao. Well, I can Electro Web that as well, but I do still want to get Gravity up at some point. And I can imagine this is probably where... Yeah, this isn't looking too great, is it? Especially because they can just Sucker Punch. Would they Sucker Punch, though? No, I think they're going to double Sandy Shocks. With an Ice move and a Body Press, maybe. I think... Let's do this and see what happens. Okay, so yeah, okay. No Sucker Punch. Groudon will be the fastest thing now. Yeah, or faster than those two. So they've lost their Chen Pao. Precipice Blades wouldn't have knocked it out. And there was obviously the threat of Wide Guard as well, but then I'm Electro Webbing too. But okay, so they do target the Groudon here. So if it's Calyrex in the back, then they know I've got Electro Web now. So they can just Wide Guard. And I have used my Terror as well, which is a little bit awkward. I think it has to be my Iron Valiant coming in and... Yeah, hoping that I can get an Electro Web or an Icy Wind off at some point. The problem is that I have Wide Guard. I've got Wide Guard as well, but they probably might anticipate me to have Wide Guard. Even if they just go straight Psychic into Iron Valiant, for example, then that's just not good. We still haven't got Gravity up, else I could have gone for a Hypnosis. But I think I did need to do what I did last turn, because else I would have just lost the Sandy Shocks and would have never had Gravity. I mean, I can go for a Blind Hypnosis, but I'm not going to. I am just going to Wide Guard and Electro Web, hoping that they don't have Wide Guard. Okay, well, mine comes first. Okay, they don't. Do they have... They don't have the thing that stops drops, or whatever it's called. Oh, they have just gone for the Psychic. Okay, so we are in a little bit of an awkward position because my Lunala is now faster than their Calyrex. Okay, yeah, we do survive that. Lunala is faster than Calyrex, and I do threaten it, and I have to use their Terror, so I can just target that slot. But... And the Zamazenta can't really do a whole lot to my Lunala, can it? So I think I'm safe to Moongeist Beam and Protect. I mean, what, some Zamazenta have Snarl? This one hasn't Wide Guarded, so it could. Do they? Do some have Snarl, or have I just made that up? I mean, Heavy Slam will do damage, but it won't do a lot of damage. I can just keep targeting the Calyrex here. Okay, they don't protect. Them going straight for the Psychic, they can't have Wide Guard then. Or maybe they do, but just really didn't want to do it, because them using Psychic last turn sort of indicates that they were expecting a Wide Guard. But no, that's fine. But I think we're pretty safe with the game now. The Zamazenta is slower than both my Pokemon. And I can just go for the Hypnosis now. With the aid of Gravity. There's no electric terrain. There's nothing to stop us doing this. They haven't got a Lumberry or a Chestoberry. We can do this and then just add the sleep turns into the probability of us winning the game, basically. I mean, okay, since we're in Gravity, we can Meteor Beam as well. And, yeah. Even if they wake up first turn now, we will win the game. So we haven't played any, although we're only, what, 5 real games into this little mini-series of YouTube videos. We haven't come across any Miraidon just yet. Which obviously, when I was thinking about making a Gravity team, obviously Sleep is quite a decent portion of the strategy behind that. And Miraidon just shuts that down, obviously, with this electric terrain. So I have wondered, you know, of the viability of a Gravity team like this. And I think this team is okay into Miraidon. My Iron Valiant hasn't got a Fairy move on it, but it is still faster. I have got 2 ground Pokemon. I have got 2 Fairy Pokemon. And I tend to find that against Miraidon teams, I don't actually use Gravity. I don't really set it up, which does make me a little bit uncomfortable because I like my accurate moves, and the way I justify myself using, you know, Precipice Blades is because it's on a Gravity team, and, you know, more than likely I am going to be hitting that. But without Gravity, I have got that peril. But we'll see. Is this going to be a Miraidon? It's Lex, rank 6. No, it isn't. Alright. But that's a cool looking team. Alright then. Still haven't told you all of my updates from the last 3 years. So far, we've found out that I've got a new computer. And I've lost all of my... well, I haven't lost them, but I've made redundant all of my old thumbnails. What are we going to do here? So, is there a bulldoze somewhere on the Charizard to activate a weakness policy on the Solgaleo? Grassy Seed Holucha, you have to imagine. I mean, it is cool, but what can it do? Tailwind and stuff? I am a little bit worried about what's going to happen. If I lead Sandy Shocks and Lunala, Holucha can just taunt there. I'm actually, for the first time, I'm actually going to bring Sableye with Lunala and Groudon. And Iron Valiant is a little bit scared, but I'm going to bring it. So no Sandy Shocks in this. So I'm hoping Sableye is going to do some business, because as I think I started saying in yesterday's video, but sort of lost my train of thought, a lot of my Gravity teams in the past have been a little bit too, aside from the one that I won the regional with in 2019, have been a bit too over-reliant on Sableye just as a blanket lead for everything kind of thing. But the thing I like about this team is I haven't really been relying on Sableye all that much. The awkward thing here is I have got the eject button, so they can just Grassy Glide into the Sableye and poof, off I go. But I will try. I will try to put the Koraidon to sleep. Koraidon is quite a nasty Pokemon. When it gets its Flame Charge and that going. I mean, Flame Charge, Collision Course or Close Combat, and Flare Blitz seems to be the main way people use it, but I think Scale Shot is probably a better move to have on it than Flame Charge. I quite like Scale Shot as a move. Okay, no Grassy Glide. My Lunala probably is going to get smashed with a Flare Blitz here, though. Oh no, just a Flame Charge. It's into the Sableye, which actually knocks us out in one. Wow. That's the power of Terra for you, I suppose. And the Rillaboom is either just going to U-turn or Woodhammer, I suppose. Oh, ooh, oh, okay. Ooh, that was bad. That was a critical hit. Alright then. Well, that's not something you see every day. Well, we're in a pretty poor situation now then, aren't we? Alright then. Well, Groudon comes in. We do threaten the Koraidon with a Precipice Blades now. But it won't knock it out in one. Lunala's just going to get Grassy Glided. That critical hit was actually quite nasty. And Iron Valiant doesn't really want to come in on two Grassy Glides, essentially. So I think I'm forced to Terra here. And I am going to Heat Crash the Rillaboom. And hope they don't Grassy Glide. They probably do Grassy Glide. But hope they don't. If they do, my Iron Valiant... Okay, so I've made a bit of a miscalculation here. I was thinking my Iron Valiant would have been faster than their Koraidon, but they're at +1, and they're just naturally faster, so they won't. But it won't. Okay, 2 critical hits on Lunala. That one probably didn't matter. But now I need to hope that Koraidon... So that's its guaranteed turn of sleep. So if it does wake up next turn, it would be a little bit unlucky. That would be its 1 in 3 turn. But Rillaboom's gone at least. Okay, another critical hit. That one did not matter. But the knockoff critical hit actually was nasty. But yeah, this game has gone a little bit south, hasn't it? But let's see. Let's see what we can do. Ogerpon. It was fire. Okay. So I have to Precipice Blade here. The question is, what do I do with Iron Valiant? I could try and Hypnosis, put the Ogerpon to sleep. Ogerpon isn't really threatening the Groudon, but I don't really want Iron Valiant to get knocked out as well. No point in wide guarding. Close combat. Only really if I thought a close combat and their Precipice Blades would knock the Ogerpon out, and that assumes that my Groudon is faster. I don't think it will be. I'm just going to Icy Wind here. Okay, Koraidon wakes up first turn as well. Okay, so bit of an unlucky game. If this knocks the Ogerpon out, we might still be in it. Nah, Ogerpon's going to survive this, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so the unfortunate turn was... Okay, Koraidon goes down. I mean, if Ogerpon targets the Iron Valiant and doesn't knock it out, that will be the best case scenario. But, nah, it's going to get knocked out to this. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Is it Solgaleo? Solgaleo can have Wide Guard. But it won't get knocked out to 1 Precipice Blade. We couldn't have protected there as well. If if we had Protect on Iron Valiant, that would have been the turn to go for it. Solgaleo can wide guard. Will it? I'm just going to try and Precipice Blade. I mean, a critical hit here would be nice. Okay, a critical hit might have knocked out the Solgaleo there. And Psychic Fangs, okay, does just knock us out. Okay, so that's a little bit of an unfortunate game. So the big turn there was the knockoff on Rillaboom. Okay, so one, I didn't anticipate knockoff on Rillaboom because it doesn't normally have knockoff. But also, it was a critical hit. Like, that critical hit knockoff into Lunala was really big, because without the critical hit, we would have been left with about 40%. We would have not been in Grassy Glide range. So, how would that have changed the game? I don't know. But it would have done. So let's look for another game. It's a shame we lost the game so early, but oh well, let's keep going. So what was the state of play there? I had Lunala, my Sableye had gone, so I have Groudon, I've still got my Terra. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that completely changed the game, because what I could have done there is, this is like the same team as the first one we played, isn't it, pretty much? So what we could have done is Terra the Groudon, knock out the Rillaboom with the Fire move, Heat Crash. We would have survived a Grassy Glide with Lunala, and we could have gone for a Tailwind there. And from there, in Gravity, with Tailwind up, a Moongeist Beam and a Precipice Blade would have knocked the Koraidon out. So, yeah, that knockoff critical hit essentially lost us the game. I think we would have been fine otherwise. If they had Wide Guard on Solgaleo, then that would have changed things, but doesn't matter. So what are we going to do here? What did we do in the first game? I think we just led with Groudon and Sandy Shocks, didn't we? So let's do that again, since it seemed to sort of work out for us. But yeah, we do need to watch out for the Chen Pao. I mean, there's a lot of things we need to watch out for. We always need to keep in mind Calyrex in the back, if it is in the back, can just start ramping up. Alright. Well, at least from... They've also decided not to change their training. I would not even know how to change my trainer card. Oh wow, they've just led double restricted. The issue I've got is, because I've got my Groudon out here, I'm sort of threatening the Precipice Blades, which makes them more inclined to go for the Wide Guard. And I'm not really overly eager to Precipice Blades, but I am overly eager to Electro Web here. And that is the problem I have got. I've got Lunala and Iron Valiant in the back. Do you think they will Wide Guard? Do you think they have reason to Wide Guard? I'll try and be, okay, not what I expected. Oh, okay. Alright. A very cautious turn from the both of us here. What are you going to do, everyone? Protect. Okay, so they've scouted out my Electro Web, so they're going to be even more inclined to Wide Guard here. Could have used that turn to set Gravity up. Do you think they are going to Wide Guard here? They could. I'm going to Heat Crash. And I'm going to Electro Web. If they Wide Guard, then they're only attacking with one Pokemon. If they don't Wide Guard, I might be knocking their Calyrex out. Something's terroring. Is it another Terra Dragon Zamazenta? It is. Okay, so since they're terroring, that makes me think that they're not Wide Guarding. Oh, okay. I was wrong. Well, if you're Wide Guarding on what you think is going to be a Precipice Blades, then there's not really any point in terroring there, but okay. Ooh, okay. Now I'm wishing that I had Terra'd my Groudon because this Heat Crash probably would have put it in Earth Power range. Yeah, that's maybe not Earth Power range. But I need to hope it is, don't I? I really need to hope that is Earth Power range. Okay. Okay. I think I have to Earth Power here. But the question is, do I protect an Earth Power? I think they're more likely to body press my Sandy Shocks here. Okay, that was in Earth Power range. That's good. Okay, I was wrong again. They were more inclined to body press my Groudon. So, it's worked out so far. Oh, and the opponent did not enjoy that. Okay. So, well, you know what? We're almost at 28 minutes. This is, I think I'm going to aim for about, just under half an hour for each of these videos. So, we'll leave it at that for this video. Again, I didn't really update you much on what's happened in the last 3 years, did I? But, yeah, 2 games, similar teams, both of them sort of worked out, but were a little bit scary. And that middle game there would have worked out nicely for us, but for the knockoff critical hit from Rillaboom. So, unfortunate, but, it is what it is. So, I hope you've enjoyed this, and come and join us. Oh, and please like and subscribe. Why has my camera done that again? Is there like a voice command that makes it just do it? I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. And yes, like, comment, please comment. I do love reading your comments. I like seeing people watch these videos because I'm just doing it just for fun. So it's nice to see if people do watch them and enjoy them. So I hope you have, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye for now.